Okay. The first thing we need to do is to go to Jira. So if you don't have account in Jira, you create one. Yeah, but you're going to see me as I'm going there. I already have account in Jira. Just to go to Jira and create a project. So you create an account in Jira and create a project, and then start moving the product backlog from your product backlog documents, which we have in Excel, and move them to Jira, where we're gonna do the rest of the job. Okay. Share my screen. So this is our product backlog. So this is where we're going to move items from. And first, I go to Jira and Jira software. Do we all know what Jira means? Jira is a software to manage projects, collaborate, more especially manage execution of projects in agile environments, like managing sprints. We know what sprint is all about. Do we know what sprint is?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's for you.
Huh? Okay. So what we do here is, this is the official site. Jira is just a product of this company. So we're going to log into atlassian.com/Jira/software. So, and want to go to the software. Jira is free. No, they have free version. So let's look at the pricing here. In case you want to, well, we're going to use the free version. And that their free version is free forever. Yeah, can use it. Anyone can use it free forever. So this is the pricing. Is free forever for 10 users. So for us as a team, we can use it. Going to help us with a lot of things. You see what is included here in all the plans here. These are all their packages. They have standard. Standard is $8 per user, but you can try it out for 2 weeks. And this is premium is $14 per user per month. But you can try it out for 30 days. So they have reason for all this. So this is some of the reasons why they have all this. You see here, all these features, that's what makes it standing out. All these features, and this is the one you get for free. unlimited goal, unlimited project, unlimited tasks, unlimited form, backlog, list, board, timeline, calendar, summary view, report and dashboard, 100 automation rule, run per month, and you get 2 gigabytes of storage and supported from Atlassian community. Yeah. So if you are not satisfied with any of all this, then you can come to their enterprise version. In most cases, you call them, you people negotiate. And yeah, but this one, this is prices, all of them. So we jump in for this. Yeah, I already have an account. Get it for free. So, well, I don't need to start signing up again because I'm already a user. I see I'll come over here and log in. Okay, it's not going to take me through all the processes because my browser, I already logged in on my browser. So all you need to just take me back to their site. But it's a simple process. Once you sign up, for instance, if you don't have an account, once you sign up, it's going to bring this in their dashboard. And you can decide whatever of their products you want to use. So see, these are the Jira, they have Trello, and so many of their products. But we're going to use Jira. That's what we're going to use. And this is the last budget here. So you come here, you can create a team here. And when you create a team, from the team, you can add a project. And that's it. If you want to create a project direct, you just create a project. And let me go create a project. So here you have to put the project name. So that's it. you didn't create this on a particular software. So I'm going to open a Jira. So the other project I created, I didn't create it on any software, just created it on Atlassian. But here I've opened the Jira software. So the project will now be on Jira software. These are past projects, immediate past projects right here. So yeah. So now we're going to take you through this route. So it's going to ask you, what are you creating project for, so that you know the kind of template to take you through. We have bundle, we have custom templates. Yeah, for using enterprise, you have software development, we have service management, we have work management, product management, marketing. So it depends on the kind of project you are working on. What we are doing is software development. So we choose software development, and the projects we are going to run it on Scrum, on Agile, which is this is Scrum template. Yeah, we can equally do this on Kanban, but Kanban is not so scalable for the kind of projects. So we choose this template, choose this, and we are equally going to, yeah, so we say use this template, and then we say company manage or team manage. Let's select team manage. Yeah, and then you're not asking us to put the name and say so that is the name of our project, and that's it. So the name is on Scrum, Agile Scrum, and is on team managed, and that's it. We'll come down here and we'll then create. So, and we're using free version, and we'll create here. And for now, I'm not inviting anybody because it's not going to be on my own. You guys need to create and invite me. I'm not going to invite him, so I'll skip it for now. No. So now the project is created. This is the project. This is the developer environment where we're going to work as developers on these projects. So that is the environment. So what we need to do is, so you can see here, this is the Jira board. This, if we start, this is where our committed sprint backlog should be, but we don't have any sprint running. It's empty. So we can, from here, it can be to do in progress done. This is where you work and see the status of your project. And these are all the other, say, calendar. This calendar, we all know what calendar is. For you can use it to manage dates. This is list. So if you want your project to be in a list format, and this is form. Can create any kind of form here, and yeah, use it to managing any kind of thing activities. You want to capture list of items or things, you can create from there. And this is goal. And yeah, can create different goals, project goals from here. And this is all the work we are working on, but we don't have any work. This is code. Yeah. Yes. From here you can, if you are code, GitHub or GitLab or the Connect Bitbucket, these are where you can store your code you are working on. So if your code is on GitHub, you can from here connect your code to here. So the integration is already established for you. You don't need to do any other integration. All you need to do is sign up, and the two accounts will merge. Your GitHub account and your Jira account will merge. Or we are not going this far. So just for you to see, explore, and this page and shortcut. So where we have connection, or where we have business here, is on our board, tax board, product backlog. Yeah, that is what we're moving, product backlog, and timeline, and summary of the project. This is the dashboard, project dashboard, where we can. So that's it. So the first thing we'll do is come over here to timeline, and we get started. We create an epic, and so this is where I will be moving item from. So what we're going to be working on is on this contact and lead management. So, and because of that, that's what we're going to. You see here we have a lot of work here. We can't do all these things for now. So the only thing we're interested in this contact and lead management. and then we'll bring all the work items under contact and lead management. That's the what we want to configure for now. Yeah. And so we see this represent epic. Epic means larger body of work. So I drop it, and yeah, we're not going to create any more. It's only this we're going to work on. So what we're gonna do is we'll come here and be adding smaller work items. If you click here, you add smaller work item on this, just like it is in our our Excel document. So the first thing I need to do under this is the first task is that we need to get a license before we can even start configuring this contact or lead management. This is the first work here, procurement of this license. So, all right. It's not, you see here, it's not user story, it's a tag, so we need to quickly change it. So, it's to change it here. We made a mistake here. We put this sign, you can see is story. When you see story, it means user story, but it's not a user story. It's called tags. So this is tags, this is bulk, this is story. And we'll come here, we'll change it to tags. And it's changed to tags. Okay. And for now, we're not doing any refinement. We're just moving items here. So when we finish moving, we can then do the refinement. So when we refresh, it's still showing user story. Yeah. It's now tags, no longer user story. And yes, so yeah, add more work. So we're going to be creating user stories now. So this one is user story, and we're not going to pick the whole thing. We're just going to give the keywords. So during description, we can then add everything. Come over to the next one. And that's how we're going to be moving all of them. So we finish moving all the product backlog items. So, and move this one again. The last one is yep. So we'll finish moving them. Yeah, so everything is now sorted here. So the next thing we have to do, if we go to backlog now, we will have product backlogs. We have product backlogs here. Have work here in our product backlog. So two things, we can continue refining our work item from here. So we can see, go back to our timeline from here and see whichever way. So to carry out refinement is not going to be one person's activity. It's going to be a team effort between the dev team, which is the Scrum Master and the product owner, business analyst, and the developers. So all these are, all of you are the project team. So, but to move work item here is your duty as a business analyst to move this work item into Jira, which you've done. So the next thing is team to refine, because it's not refined enough, don't have enough information to start doing anything. So we have to refine all these work items one by one, starting from this one. So doing refinement, we add more insights so that people can know what is required here, and we need a story point, and from here you add the story point.
So I thought that one is not user story. That's a tag.
Yeah, but what is story point? Adoris,
Sir?
what is story point?
Story point is like what will direct the developers on what to do.
No, there's still not that. Well, it's part of the direction, but it's just estimation of the work effort. How long is it going to take? What effort is it going to take to complete this work item? I want to know our workload in terms of figure, call it story point. This is a task. It requires an effort. Don't you require an effort?
Yes, it does.
So that's why what we're talking about is effort. Whether it is a user story, whether it's a user story, whether it's a bug, whether it's tags, all of them requires effort. Here is a task. A task is just normal work effort to complete activity and get out a result. A user story is a piece of storyline representing a small tiny software, a piece of code. So this is story, that's user story. It's like all these small piece of softwares we capture it. But this is a generic task. We need to go to the market to buy a software license. We cannot do anything without a software license. It requires effort. If you are doing it online, you need to sit down, look around, you need to bargain, you need to get a credit card, or whichever way you want to buy it. It's still an effort. Although it might not be so difficult, but it's an effort. If we come here, we should have captured this as an effort. Let's see if we estimated it here. You see here, we already estimated it here, story points. So if you have been reading this document, you see we already captured it here as 5 story points, which is good. So we'll keep it to that. And we'll come back here. We'll give it a story point of 5. And that's it. I don't think we need much wahala on this. The activity is self-explanatory, so I don't think we need much. We'll go start writing description. So the description is just the same thing. Procurement of software license. Yeah. Let's just add description box. It's all the same thing. And we'll save. So I think we're okay with this one, and we'll close it. Okay, that's all done. Let's go over to backlog section where we can do the refinement. So that as we're refining and adding adding story points, it will be reflecting. So from here, so that's it. Where yeah. So you can see we've done refinement on this. You see we have 5 story points now. That is the working thoughts we already captured on this entire work. We'll continue to refine. And the next one is user story. Click on user story and the story point said is 9. Yeah, I'll come over here to add description and come here to pick up the whole description that is here, everything. Yeah, we'll describe in details what this means. And it's not enough. We still need to put acceptance criteria underneath. And I'll just say acceptance criteria. And then we bring acceptance criteria. That is the acceptance criteria. So why we are doing this is because this document, this product backlog is for you. You can make it available for other people to have a look, but this is where you do your work. So developers, this is what they see here is what they know. This is the dev environment. Every work item brought in here is what they are working on. So you need to make everything clear so that tomorrow, even if there is a mistake or there is an error, gross error, and they said, well, this weren't well clarified. This is what we saw in the dev environment, and that's why what we did. It will be on record that the work item is very clear what is expected from them. So that's why. So you see here, the story point is changing. It's now 14 from 5 to 14. And you close. Yeah. Then you open up another one. So come over here. And we'll bring acceptance criteria. Drop it. And then you go down and quickly give it a point. Yeah. Let me clarify this story point before we make a mistake here. All this work, the story point, yeah, team takes the decision of the story point. But if the actual people that are going to work on that work item that is going to determine, they are going to see how they feel they can do this work. Because you, the business analyst, if you are not the one that's configuring or customizing this, you cannot tell developers that the story point is 9, it's complex. 9 story point means it's going to take some time to do it. It's a bit, requires complex effort. If it's low, it means very simple or minimal effort to complete it. So if you are not performing a particular configuration or task, you can't just be, yes, you can contribute out of experience, but the main people driving the contribution should be the people that are, so it's the developers. So that's it. And if they are not performing, you will hold them based on their, you said you can do it. I didn't force you to do it. So that's how it looks like. I have to save. So I'll now close it. And let me pick one more item and we'll go to sprint. Yeah, I'm not gonna put everything. Well, I expect you guys to capture everything during your own time. And I'll do this one again. And I want to track the status and this is the description and then acceptance criteria. Acceptance criteria and I'll save and what is the story point one get? Say 7, we'll give it 7 story point. And say 7 and enter. So you see here we don't have a team. If we have created a team, we should be able to have a team on this, but we don't have a team. So if we have a team, we'll just from here assign a team, but normally we don't have one. So we are not putting the start date because we don't know when it's starting. So and we can't put sprint because we don't have any sprint running or so. We should just leave all of them blank at the moment. So When the sprint starts, the sprint will auto assign itself. So, yeah. And close. And we'll have enough work. We'll see here we'll have 30 story points. So we can go on and on and on and be refining your product backlog. It's not a one-off thing, it's a continuous thing. Even if you start working on it, you continue to refine your work item. So what I need to do now is we move work items to sprint environment. This is sprint, plan your sprint. And to do that, just drag work item from product backlog section or create one to plan the work for this sprint. Then select start when you are ready. So the first thing we need to drag is the software license, because that is the first thing we need to get this project started. And it's drag and drop. So I'll just drag it and drop it here. You see, we move one work item to sprint. We need to drag another one and drop it here as well. And we need to drag this one again and drop it here. Yeah. And again, we drag another work here. And when we are working, as a rule of thumb, this is work refined product backlog. If you want, as a developer, you cannot come down and pick work item from this bottom to work on it on this sprint environment. You have to pick it up from top. So that's what we mean refinement prioritization. The most important work should be on top, and the least important should be at the bottom of the product backlog. So you see me, I pick all the work items that are on top, because you see they are all the work that are refined. So then that's it. So this is the work, and before you start, the team will make sure that everybody understands what every product, what every work item, what they stand for. It must be clear to every Scrum or Sprint team member working on this project as a team. So we're supposed to have a meeting, a 4 hours or 4 hours meeting here. Maximum, not it mustn't be up to boss, maximum of, so it's a time boss. The meeting can last up to 4 hours while the team are planning and planning and planning. And after then, we are happy with this work item. We selected 1, 2, 3, 4 work items. We come over here, we click start. And we'll come over here, you select the duration of this sprint. By standard and by the rule of Scrum Guide, it cannot be more than 4 weeks, that is, and it cannot be less than 1 week. So it's between 1 week to 4 weeks. So it's a period of 1 month maximum. That is a rule. So you can select 1 week, you can select 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Most people select 2 weeks, and I myself, that's what I've been working on for a long time. So I'll select 2 weeks duration. Within 2 weeks, this sprint should be over, and we'll move to another sprint. Look at it here. You see 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, custom. You can create custom, but whatever custom you are creating, to make sure that you're not below 1 week and you're not above. You can say 1 week is 5 working days. You can say, I don't want to work up to 10 working days, which is 2 weeks, and say we're going to work on 7 days, 7 working days. And that will bring you to this kind of custom arrangement. But to make it a round number, we just select 2 weeks. And once you select 2 weeks, the system will automatically assign date based on the particular day you are working on. So if you are working on is today, we are planning to start today, is 15th. Today's date is 15th till the next. You see, it has locked the ending because it's 2 weeks. And once that's done, you come over here and write sprint goal. So sprint goal must align to what you want to achieve. What do I want to achieve? Sorry. So what do I plan to achieve? Implementation. D365 CRM sales lead and contact management. And that's it. Yeah. And yeah. And our sprints have started. Yeah. So as our sprints have started, if you come over here, you remember when we were at this board, it was blank. We can't see anything here. But now we have started, you see we have work items on this our board. And you come here, it means it's called to do. You have 4 to do items. And that's it. This is what we're working on. Once we start, it will move one from here to here and it will become work in progress. And after working, you can put it here. If you want to do internal testing before you start calling stakeholders for sprint review, you can come here and create another board, call it board. So this is called board. All this board. Then this particular small item is called card. So card on top of the board. Yeah. So we'll say testing. And yeah. So now we have testing. We can move it around. We can say after progress, the next will be testing before done, and you see. So the next thing we've arranged it is to get the first one, which is to procure the license. And we've gone out to get the license. And once we get the license, and yeah, the first tax is done. This is not is not a configuration. We are not testing it. What are work items? All we need to just get it to done. So when the sprint starts, by standard, every day, every working day, the team must come together to inspect and adapt. What it means is that there is an event in this sprint called daily stand-up. Every day, the team will come together at a particular point to have a 15 minutes meeting. That meeting cannot be more than 15 minutes. It's called 15 minutes time box, where they will have to, every team member will come and give account of what they are doing and the challenges they are facing. So the way you see that a team member will come and say, this is what I've done yesterday, this is what I'm doing today, and this is the challenges I'm having. And the Scrum Master will be recording. The Scrum Master will be more interested in the challenges you are having so that he can help you to solve the problem. And it happens every day. You must do it every day, 15 minutes every day till you finish to capture risk. And that's it. And once you are working, you can come or you are work on a work item and you have a problem. If you come over here, you see when you have a problem, you can add a flag. The flag can be, can say, my laptop crashed. So when your laptop crashed, you can't continue on this work because the laptop have crashed. And the work item is once you do that, you save, and you see you see the way it is now because of red flag. Once you do this, the Scrum Master will automatically know that you have an issue, and you open it and read it up, and they say your laptop crashed, so you need to run around to get you a new laptop so you can continue. So you run around, get you a new laptop, and come over here and remove the flag. Remove the flag. Yeah, sorted. Got you a new laptop, and you continue. And you put on test. And after testing a house, and you are happy, you drop it on done. And that's how every other ones, how you are going to be working on them till you finish your work item. This will take you 2 weeks. You not just be dragging it and dropping. 2 weeks, and you finish the work, and that's it. If you do when you are finishing and you find out you couldn't finish any work item, like for instance this one, when the time is up and you couldn't, it's not a must that you must finish. When the time is up and you didn't finish this, you take it back to product backlog and they form part of the next work. So you mustn't finish the work. That is it. So if you didn't finish it, you can take it back. Like this one now, let's say. But it's going to affect your product backlog workload. So, but the point I'm making here is that you must not, but it's a good practice for you to finish all the work items you moved in here. So let's see how this one is going to be. We couldn't finish this one. Let's go to our product backlog, and you see all the work, all of them are done except this one. We have seen, today is the last day and we can't finish. All we need to do is remove it back. Here you will see move work items. Sprint scope will be affected by this action. You see confirm. See, you move it back, and yeah, and you will change it from in progress to do. That is it. And you come back to your board. You see it's cleared. And this is what you achieved. You must achieve something from that sprint. You cannot move all the work items back for 2 weeks. You say we couldn't do anything. It's not possible. Once the sprint starts, we must achieve something. And this is what we have managed to achieve. And we'll come over here, we'll complete it. We'll complete. And once we complete, that's it. Yeah, before we complete anyway, we must have what we call sprint review, where we invite stakeholders to demo our work. And after that, we equally have what we call a meeting sprint retrospective, when the team will come together and have a meeting, thing where it's just like lesson learned, see what they've done, what they could have done better, where they would need to improve on, and after then, you have to go back to this product backlog and start moving more work back to this place to continue. So sprint is a cycle, continue to move until there is no more work to do, or you leave the company. But as long as there is workload here, product backlog, the team must be busy. And that's it. So this is what I expect from you guys to do. This work have to be created. Come over here, move work items here. Once you move them here, then plan your sprint. And from sprint, we close and have all the relevant meetings or events we're supposed to have. And that's it. Once that's done, we close this project. You have to submit acceptance form to the stakeholder, and the stakeholder will sign that they are happy, they receive your work, and then the project manager will proceed with project reports and close the project, and everybody will celebrate. That's it. So I expect you people from now till the next time we're going to meet, you move all the work items to sprint just the way I did. And I'm not asking you to run a sprint, just move it, and then you invite me. We then plan our sprint together, and then complete the sprints together, and we close it. We do sprint demo to the stakeholders, and we close this project. So if we're fast, from now till the next 2 weeks, we should be out of this project, out of this boot camp, and you need to go and get a job. Yeah. If you have questions, good.
Sir, do we need to invite you before the next class on Monday, or?
Yeah, if you once you finish the work item, you can invite me. But know that I am booked all day. If you are within this period I'm talking, I cannot see you. But if you need to make sacrifice of outside in the other time, then we can meet even before the next Monday. We'll have time, we can meet and start our planning our sprint and start our sprint. So if we agree to do that, we can do that. Yeah, like now during the daytime, I do have some chance now during the daytime. So we can carve out some time like between 1 or 2. It's just 1 hour and we'll do it. So we can close it, everybody will get a rest. We know that what is facing us is getting a good job.
Okay, sir.
All right. Any more questions? All right. Thank you for joining and see you again as soon as possible. If at least if we are coming, you guys can arrange it. Like I said, yeah, I'm ready to make sacrifice to make sure we finish on time. But if you guys delay, well, it's up to you guys. So that is it. I'm off to my
Okay,
next
thank you,
class.
sir. Okay.
Thank you. Do you have question? Okay. It is running away. Yeah.